To get a better understanding, I talked to my brother, who's finishing doing a long sentence at a max custody unit, most likely a place where this guy who assassinated Kirk will be at, or at least similar to it. And we talked about how, hey, look at Cain Velasquez. How come Cain Velasquez, whose son was molested, nobody helped him, no one had his back. He tried to kill the dude, he saw the dude, chased him down, shot the dad. Why wasn't he treated like a hero? Now they sent him to prison and forgot about him. It's very interesting what my brother and I talk about. I want y'all to listen to it and tell me what y'all think. Now understand, the dude's been gone most of his life. I grew up with him as he's my brother. We both took different routes in life, but we were in the state system together, juvenile system together. And he always stood by my side, wrong or right. And even though he's part of the organizations and I'm a lone wolf, it's always been respect. And we had a deep conversation. And this is his opinion on the Charlie Kirk incident. So I guess what I'm saying is this in the end, because I'm really going to get into your story. We're going to do an interview. I know, you're at a hard spot right now and, you coming home real soon and, you're going to be part of the Viking mindset over here, man. And we got a lot of good music. But, the last question is this. When someone comes in there and they think they did something that the whole world's going to respect in prison, but they don't understand. People in prison have a different set of politics, and when you're part of an organization and, it's money, power, dope, whatever it may be to thrive, grow, develop, whatever it may be, how easy is it to see somebody has no type of heart, no pull, has never experienced the type of violence that goes on in prison, doesn't understand what it's like with a knife, not a sniper rifle, a knife. Until you put that iron in somebody, how easy is it to find where anybody is nationwide and extort their families, friends, and them invisible?
It's a wolf, man. You can't put no fake clothing on here because everything's exposed. We all have the same clothing.
Handle business, you killed a debater, man. And it's no take away from dude. It's just the realities of prison is that everybody's a killer. Everybody's part of something. Everybody's looking to put a knife in somebody. And Cain Velasquez, here he is, killing a child molester. And there's nobody taking heed in the streets. But I guarantee everybody in prison is sending somebody to that house to extort that person and make sure shit goes right.
You got a gun to hide behind. You got your buddies. If you ain't got no knife, you're in trouble. Exactly, and that's what people fail to realize is that at the end of the day, this clout you think you're getting because you killed Charlie Kirk, you don't got. I sit in here with murderers every day. There's people in here who kill people every day. All the robbers, all the killers, the rapists, that's what I'm around. So who are you to come in here and tell you who are? You're nobody. You're who's going to put the money in my locker next. You're somebody who's going to pad my pocket. You're the person who's going to make sure I eat every night. I mean, let's be real. When Cain Velasquez came to prison, they didn't roll the red carpet out for him, and he killed a child molester. So if they're not rolling out the red carpet for someone who actually stepped on someone and smushed this person who's an abomination, in my opinion, you know what I mean, then you're wasting my time. And like I said, it's in the land of sheep and wolves, man. You can't put no fake clothing on here because everything's exposed. We all have the same clothing.
And let's be real, bro. How many times have we seen where, I came in, you came into the system, we were young, man, we were kids. We've had to stab people, fight, we went through hell, broken bones, youth authority, YOs, programs, and, it was hell on earth. And we never broke. We stood in that pain, and we had to handle what comes our way. Now, the opposite is this. Like you said, a very good point, is the clout. Oh, you think that clout is your thing? Well, guess what they have in prison? They have clout as well. If I go and I see, look at this dude, man. He in here for what? Killing somebody that nobody really knows about because no one could vote in there. Everyone's literally taken away from their families. A lot of the moms and dads, they hide the kids from them, man, as a power control. And you go and whack this dude. Well, guess what? You have a second part of your life. You're famous now. People know who.
Got a history that, is not easily masked. It's not easily, met. We came from the trenches. We came from the street. We came from the life we live that other people would never understand because they haven't. Exactly. At the end of the day, to use your words, you killed a debater. You killed a politician. You killed a person who, no matter what their opinion is, somebody may have valued what he was trying to do. Been in here for killing a child molester or taking someone off the street that's out there touching these kids or doing some sick shit. You know what I mean? Then you get a little respect on your arm. Just coming in here for Charlie Kirk, like, you don't get no respect for that. And all your little groupies coming behind you are just a meal ticket, man. Because in the land of sheep and wolves, you got a scope to hide behind it here. You got a gun to hide behind. And you got your buddies. If you ain't got no knife, you're in trouble. Exactly, and that's what people fail to realize is that at the end of the day, this clout you think you're getting because you killed Charlie Kirk, you don't got. I sit in here with murderers every day. There's people in here who kill people every day. All the robbers, all the killers, the rapists, that's what I'm around. So who are you to come in here and tell you who are? You're nobody. You're who's gonna put the money in my locker next. You're somebody who's gonna pad my pocket. You're the person who's gonna make sure I eat every night. I mean, let's be real. When Cain Velasquez came to prison, they didn't roll the red carpet out for him, and he killed a child molester. So if they're not rolling out the red carpet for someone who actually stepped on someone and smushed this person who's an abomination, in my opinion, you know what I mean, then you're wasting my time. And like I said, it's in the land of sheep and wolves, man. You can't put no fake clothing on here because everything's exposed. We all in the same clothing.
Well, as y'all can see, you know, that's as real as it gets. And, you know, some people might not like the way he speaks or they might love it. But I know this man as a human being, as a friend who, when we had nothing to eat, we split one ramen noodle soup, you know, and it's never been about anything. We might be, you ever have a brother or a friend that you guys grew up totally different paths, but it doesn't matter. That's my brother to the end. And he's a man, a father, and, you know, he's getting closer with God. But you have to remember, this is all he knows. And it's not all talk, you know, because I've been there with him. You know, we've been through some trenches. And the things that we've gone through as children and as men is the reason why we have so much hate towards these child molesters and these fakes. But DJ, tell them something good, man. And, you know, your interview's coming soon, man. I love you. Stay up. You'll be home soon. God willing. Us.
Hey man, I like the way we're living, or the way that we're doing it, but you know what? Like I said, what are you gonna tell a man who's been in for 20 years, bro? 25 years, who ain't been now? Who don't got a brother like you to call officer? You know what I mean? Who don't got a brother like you to bust that suit down? You know what's going on, man. We know where we came from, we know what we like to live, we know the strides that we're taking to better ourselves. So, when it comes to meeting up a perspective in here, man, from the inside, I'm still here, brother. You know what I mean? Not for much longer. It ain't much longer. We'll be out there together again real soon, man. So, you know. They may not like that we bash child molesters, but guess what? I'm a father, man. And I'm a girl dad. Ain't got nothing but little girls. And I love them. And I don't even know y'all's children, but I wouldn't let nobody come in and touch them and did something to them and live comfortably. Because that's bullshit.
Some heavy shit. What do y'all think? As real as it gets. You know, consequences on every level. Everything you do in life, everything you say in life, every action has a consequence. Stay out, stay free, us.